Kendall Jenner discusses her family planning timeline following pregnancy speculation last autumn. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and update. Kendall Jenner has recently shared her thoughts about having children and how she sees her future when it comes to starting a family. Many people have been curious about when Kendall might decide to have a baby, especially because she is the only one among her siblings who hasn't had children yet. Her sisters and brother have all become parents, and even their mom, Kris Jenner, has many grandchildren already. This has made fans wonder when Kendall might add to the big family. Her sister Kim Kardashian has 4 children with her ex-husband Kanye West. Kourtney Kardashian has 3 kids with her ex-boyfriend Scott Disick and another one with her current husband Travis Barker. Khloé Kardashian has 2 children with her ex-boyfriend Tristan Thompson. Rob Kardashian, their brother, also has a daughter with his ex, Blac Chyna. Kylie Jenner has 2 children with her ex, Travis Scott. And on top of that, Kris Jenner's former stepchildren also have kids, which makes the number of grandchildren in the family quite high. So, it is easy to see why fans are constantly talking about Kendall and asking if she is planning to have kids soon. Last fall, there were strong rumors going around that she was expecting a baby with her ex-boyfriend Bad Bunny. The rumors started because of a photo that looked like Kendall had a baby bump. But later, it was revealed that what looked like a baby bump was not her stomach at all. It was actually the backside of someone who was walking by her in the photo, but people jumped to conclusions too fast. Now, Kendall has finally spoken up about everything in a new interview with Vogue magazine. She decided to be honest and talk about what she really thinks when it comes to having children and how she wants her life to go. Kendall, who is now 28 years old, said that when she was much younger, she used to imagine having children by the time she turned 27. That used to be her plan. But now that she's a year older than that, she doesn't feel like she needs to rush into anything. She explained that she still feels young and is enjoying her freedom and the current lifestyle she has, which does not include being a mother yet. Kendall also made it clear that her thoughts about becoming a parent have changed over time. When she was younger, she had an idea in her mind that 27 would be the perfect age to settle down and start a family. But now that she's at this point in her life, she doesn't feel the need to follow that plan just because that's what she thought years ago. She's allowing herself to live freely and make choices based on what she feels is right now. She said she enjoys her life without kids at the moment, and she's in no rush to change that. This doesn't mean that Kendall is not happy for other people who are becoming parents. She has shown love and support for her friends and family who are on different paths. In fact, when her close friends Hailey Bieber and Justin Bieber announced they were expecting a baby, Kendall responded with a sweet and emotional message. She commented on their post with happy tears and a heart emoji. This shows that she's full of love and care, even if she is not a mother herself yet. Her support for others shows that she respects everyone's journey and understands that everyone's timing is different. Another thing that makes Kendall stand out in her family is the way she lives. Most of her family members live very close to their mom, Kris Jenner. They are often just a few minutes away from each other and can visit often. But Kendall lives farther away. She talked about how this has always been part of her personality. She said that even when she was younger, she liked having her own space. She said she naturally sets boundaries and likes to keep some distance between her and other people, even though she still loves them. She said there are times when she looks at how close her family is and thinks that it's something really special. She admires how close her siblings are and how they can just walk over to each other's homes or meet their mom anytime. But for her, having some space has always been important. She said she likes being a little bit separate, although she knows that one day she might want to live closer to everyone again. Maybe in the future, she'll feel like moving nearby, especially if she decides to have a baby. She smiled and hinted that things could change one day. Kendall's decision to wait before having kids is something that a lot of people can relate to. Life doesn't always go according to the plans we make when we are young, and it's okay to change those plans. She is showing that it's perfectly fine to take your time, live your life, and wait until you're really ready before making such a big decision. Becoming a parent is a huge responsibility, and she wants to make sure it's the right time for her. Many people think that just because someone is in a certain age range or part of a famous family, they should follow the same path as everyone else. But Kendall is showing that she doesn't feel pressure to do what everyone else is doing. She's living life in a way that feels right for her, and she's staying true to herself. She's enjoying her career, her independence, and her personal space, and she's not rushing into anything just because people are expecting her to. The truth is, Kendall has always been a little different from the rest of her family. She has chosen to stay more private, and she often avoids being in the spotlight unless she's working. Her modeling career has kept her busy, and she spends a lot of time traveling and focusing on her professional goals. She values her alone time and doesn't seem to mind that her lifestyle isn't exactly like that of her sisters. She has found comfort in being her own person and doing things her own way. Even when people try to pressure her or start rumors, she doesn't let it bother her too much. The rumor about her being pregnant was a perfect example. People believed a photo that was completely misleading, and she didn't immediately try to defend herself. She waited, stayed calm, and let the truth come out in its own time. That shows how confident she is in herself and how she doesn't let public opinion control her life. What makes Kendall's story even more powerful is that she is being honest about everything. She's not pretending to have all the answers, and she's not saying that she'll never want to have children. She's simply saying that now is not the right time for her, and she's okay with that. She is allowing herself to grow and experience life in her own way, and she is not putting pressure on herself to meet anyone's expectations. This kind of honesty is refreshing in a world where people often feel like they have to do things just to fit in or make others happy. Kendall is showing that happiness comes from being true to yourself. She is reminding everyone that it's okay to take your time, enjoy the moment, and make choices that feel right for you. There's no rule saying that you have to follow a certain timeline, and there's no deadline for starting a family. Her story also reminds people to stop making quick judgments about others. Just because someone is not doing what everyone else is doing doesn't mean they are wrong or falling behind. Everyone has their own path and their own pace, and it's important to respect that. Kendall's openness about her choices can inspire others who may be feeling pressured to live their lives a certain way. She is a great example of how to stay strong, focused, and true to yourself even when the world is watching. She's showing that it's okay to wait, to explore, and to live fully before making life-changing decisions. And when the time is right, she may decide to become a mother. But that decision will be hers and hers alone. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.